joining you at Cox Field. We got a matchup between the London Red Raiders and the Hillsboro Indians for Division III playoff rights here. First game of the playoffs. You got Hillsboro coming in ranked #1 in the state in Division III, and London coming in ranked #2 in the state, both with identical 10-0 records. Last year, as we all well know here in London, Ohio, London came over here not knowing what to expect out of Hillsboro and came out a 35-0 winner. Darby, what's your feel here?
Well, Zeke, you know, this is a big one. This is 10-0. They're both 10-0. This is 1 and 2. This is the big game. This game is the game that should have went in maybe the second or third playoff game, but we get it in the first. This is a big one. This is a big one. I think the team that gets on the board first is going to be the team that takes us to the end.
You know, I got a little information today from one of my sources. I was told that our first game of the year next year is going to be against Hillsboro.
Right.
So, you know, this will set a tone maybe for some future rivalries. You know, maybe we're building this a nice rivalry here. You know, London's going to be set to receive this football, and we're going to see what we can do from the opening kickoff. I got some stats here I want to give you on London, how they finished in Central Ohio. You had Mike Harris finishing up as a Central Ohio leading rusher this year at a little over 2,300 yards. And you had Drew Dwyer finishing first in Central Ohio in punting with a little bit over 42 yards average. Sean Kahn finished up in like the third position in interceptions with 7 in Central Ohio. Tobin finished #2 in Central Ohio in kicking, 4 behind the leader. So overall-wise, London's had a real fine 10-0 season, and now we're getting ready to start that second season into the playoffs here against a fine Hillsboro team. Well, we're getting ready to set the clock here. I want to let you guys know something here tonight, since before this game starts. Gary McNeil's in the hospital tonight. They took him to the hospital today at work, and we really don't know what's wrong with him. It's just that he's in the hospital. We don't think it's anything too serious, but that's where Gary's at in case you don't hear his voice tonight.
And we wish Gary the best of luck.
Yep.
It's kind of odd not having him up here with us, Zeke.
Okay, we're ready for the kickoff. Hillsboro kicking off to London. We got the ball floating off the tee here. I tell you what, we've probably got winds of up to 35 mile an hour with gusts maybe up to 50 mile an hour. We got Mike Harris back deep to receive this kick, and DJ Jackson back deep to receive this kick. And like I said, we got a wind that's blowing, I'd like to say west to east right now, or excuse me, east to west, and it is blowing hard. It's off, and the ball's coming to DJ Jackson. No, it's out of the end zone.
Kick goes out of the end zone.
And I think the wind helped that kick a little bit. It looked like it carried it a little bit, Zeke.
Once that ball got past the 20-yard line, it didn't do nothing but sail. That was a wind kick there. Yeah. Okay, you got London coming on offense now. I'll have Darby give you that starting lineup.
Okay, we got the center, number 59, Myers. The left guard, number 74, Rutherford. The right guard, number 54, Fincham. The right tackle, number 76, Shadgood. At left tackle, number 72, Maxwell. And tight end, number 81, Drew Dwyer.
Okay, we're setting up in that I formation with wide out to both sides. We're taking the center, and he's giving to Harris up the middle.
Ball carrier number 32, Mike Harris.
You know, I'm looking right there in the middle, and I see a lot of white jerseys in there, which is what Hillsboro got. It looks like London all their linemen just stood up there.
So, you know, Zeke, they're going to be concentrating on that middle. And like you said, Mike Harris runs the best up through that middle there. And they're going to be concentrating on that. They got to stop London's offense of running games. They want to shut this team down.
Okay, it's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. The ball's on London's 20-yard line. We got a double wide out to the right, I formation in the backfield. And we're just giving it to Harris up the middle. He's got one. He's got one. Cut back, Mike Harris.
First down.
All right. First down, London.
Nice little 15-yard run.
You remember the play last week, Darby, that Mike broke for a touchdown, the last touchdown of the ball game? That was that same play, right off the right side. Remember how once he broke that line of scrimmage, he sprinted that thing?
Yes.
That was the same play through that same hole. know, London split that double wide out to that one side, and that was the same formation they used last week to break that play.
We'll look for that again then, Zeke.
After this next play, all right, we got Teal up the middle for a gain of 7 yards.
Brad the Tank Teal.
Yeah, we'll give you the rest of that starting offensive lineup here.
Okay, we have at wide receiver, we have number 4, Alexander. Number 7, Tyler Hamilton. At fullback, Brad the Tank Teal. At halfback, number 32, Mike Harris. And at quarterback, number 14, Sean Kahn.
Okay, we got North in the game right now for Tyler Hamilton out here wide to the left. They're just going to give it to Harris up the middle. That looks like a first down. It looked like a little face mask as he come through there. I don't think it's up. It's going to be close here, Darby. Going to be awful close. First down.
London right now is doing what they want to do. In this kind of wind, you don't want to have to get into a game where you got to pass the football. You don't want 3rd and long.
You know, they're controlling that middle. It looked, you know, after that first play where they stopped Mike for nothing, it looks like they controlled that. The last 3 running plays, they've controlled that line of scrimmage pretty well.
Right.
We got 2 wideouts, one to each side in the I formation. Kahn over center. He's just giving a cross buck. He's got to get outside.
Good play.
Break it, Mike. Break it.
Oh!
All right. That was a good
Another
run.
first down.
Good run. You know, what we've noticed here in the last few weeks is anybody that's really trying to stop Mike in the open field has been getting his feet out from under him.
Right. You know, you can almost tell how many yards Mike's going to get. If he gets 5, he's getting the first down. If he gets 10, look out.
You know, Darby, we can look out there Hillsboro's running a 4-man front line here with 3 linebackers and 4 linebackers.
Number 21, Teal.
That's a gain of about 1.5 yards there by Brad Teal, straight up the middle. You know, and it's the same thing we've been talking about all year long. With the size of our offensive line, you know, we're probably averaging about a good 245, 250 up on that front line. We ought to push that defense off that line.
Right.
You know, we can look out there at Hillsboro's team, and the kid out here playing defensive end can't go 160, 170 pounds. Their interior linemen probably go about 180, 190. So, you know, we got slot more formation out there, and we're just going to take it to Harris off that side. Mike up the middle.
Good run.
About 11 yards that time, Darby.
You know, we said at the beginning, before the game started, Mike Harris with the 2,300 yards. But you know why he got the 2,300 yards? Not, you know, I'm not taking nothing away from Mike, because Mike is one of the best. He's the best in Central Ohio, but that offensive line can really blow them holes and helps Mike out. You know, like I said, if you give him 5, he'll get to 10. If you give him 10, then that's when he's going to get the big ones.
London's got the ball on Hillsboro's 33-yard line, and we're not doing anything fancy. We're just giving it back to Harris. Got a nice leg tackle that time. Number 54 on Hillsboro. Jacob Spurls made that tackle. That's going to bring up 2nd down and about 8. He gained 2 yards on that carry. You know, if it runs to my memory, last year we kind of took that opening kickoff and took it right down the field, and I think Lester punched that over for us. Okay, we got wide out going out to each side, and I formation with Harris and tailback, Kahn under center. He's going to try a little pass. Oh, I tell you what, that ball floated on him. And I don't think we had anybody. I don't think Dwyer was open that time anyway. But that ball kind of floated on him.
You know, Zeke, I'm having a little trouble, even though it's red and white. They keep kind of oozing together when you're looking at them.
You know, you just got to figure. We went through this same problem last year. Once we got here, it was a little problem distinguishing in the colors. We're the big team out there, Darby. That's all we got to know. We're the big team. All right, we got Kahn under center, and it's 3rd down and 8. Let's see what kind of stuff we come up with now. We got a roll. We got a pass to Alexander. I think he might have got that first down. If he didn't, Darby, it's going to be awful close.
Zeke, that was a good job by Alexander there to catch that football and to stay inbounds.
It's going to bring up 4th down and about 1/2 yard, the way it looks to me.
Well, Zeke, what are they going to do? Sean Kahn with a keeper up the middle. That's their favorite move on 4th and short.
we'll just have to see what the formation looks like in the interior of the line here.
No one's been able to stop that yet, there, Zeke.
You know, if you never put anybody over top of that center, it shouldn't be
There
any
it is.
problem.
First down.
First down, London.
14,
First down, London. All they got to do is give us the mark here.
Tackle made by number 58.
You know, if Hillsboro watched just a few games, they went and scouted London a couple of times. When they're short, when they're fourth and short, you put about 3 men over the center.
I tell you what, he really got a bad spot that time. It looked to me like he was closer down to the 20-yard line.
Yeah,
and
it did.
they put it back at the 21 and a half. They're going to bring a change in for a measurement.
I don't think it was that close there, Zeke.
Harris is saying we got it. Yeah, we got it. All right.
First down.
First down, London. You know, Darby, I kind of miss Gary not here tonight, rubbing it in on you a little bit.
Yeah.
But we're just hoping Gary is just sitting at home, picking this some up, maybe on a radio or something someplace, and just resting tonight. Gary does a real fine job with this outfit.
Yes, he does.
Okay, we got a double wide out here to the left, I formation. Harris off the, he got met by the linebacker right in the middle for about a gain or a loss of a yard.
You know, Zeke, it looked like Mike there was getting ready to cut, and he was off balance when that guy hit him.
You know, with the Hillsboro being a little lighter up there, they might be a little quicker than our offensive linemen because they was in the gaps that time. Hey, we're sitting here waiting for a formation here. Coach is giving formation. We're going to bring up second down and about 12.
Well, Zeke, look at there.
Second down, 11,
We got that.
London.
We got that double wide out to the right and a nice split over here. Draw play to Teal.
Number 21, Field.
Doesn't gain much. He's back up to the original line of scrimmage. Going to bring up third down and 10. That was a little change-up play we hadn't seen.
Well, Zeke, you know, it's third and 10, and if they do throw the ball, they're throwing it right into the wind.
You know that pass that he threw the first time, the Dwyer floated. The second pass he threw to Alexander stayed up a little long, but it was a nice pass. We've got Alexander splitting out wide to the left and Brent North wide to the right with the I formation. Let's see if he kind of rolls this way. He's throwing down the middle to Dwyer, and he dropped the pass. He tried to run before he caught it, and he dropped the pass. That was a well-designed play.
Well, what do? You know, it's fourth down, it's 10, you're about the 22. And again, you know, Tobin can make this, but you're kicking right into the wind.
Well, you're sitting here with a 35-mile-an-hour wind.
Right.
It's going to be a 40-yard kick, Darby. Once they place it down, it would be a 40-yard kick. And you know, about the best we've seen him do this year has been about 43 yards.
Right.
So this is not actually a bad call. Slant in Alexander. Nice catch.
Hey, he got
nice
it.
catch. It's not enough for the first down.
Yeah, it is, Zeke. Yeah, it is. That's a first down.
Well,
They needed to get to the 12 for the first down.
Okay, my fault. That was a heck of a pickup by Jared Alexander. I tell you what, that looked like a shortstop fielding the ball in a baseball game is what that looked like to me. Yeah, we got that ball down on the 10-yard line. We can't get a first down. We can't get a first down.
On the 10-yard line.
We got to score. Okay, we're in that staggered eye backfield, power right eye backfield. We're just giving it to Harris off the right side. He takes it down about the 6-yard line.
You know, this is where I would like to see the Buffalo package come into effect.
Well, you know, I think last year when we got down in this formation, in this very same ballpark, we saw that with the big boys coming in.
Right.
You know, we're moving the ball pretty smooth. We've passed that ball 3 times tonight and completed 2 of them, where we thought this win was going to be a pretty big factor. We're still in that I formation. We got a blocking back over here. He takes it down to about the 2-yard line. Going to bring up third down about 2. DJ Jackson's in the lineup. We haven't mentioned his name yet.
And they're just jamming that ball in there. Mike Harris is just running really hard. But, you know, DJ in the lineup, you know, we didn't mention this earlier, but with him in that lineup there, that gives you all kind of possibilities. You really have to watch with him in the lineup because we've seen him take this ball around the outside.
Third down and goal on the 4-yard line.
We're coming up there with an I left formation. He's just going to give it to Harris off the right side. We're down about the 1. Down to about the 1 here. I tell you what, Hillsboro's playing tough in that middle right now.
Tackle maybe number 34.
Bring up fourth down and a 1.5 is what it looks like from here.
Zeke, I think right here is when you pull the ball and you go away from it, you naked bootleg Sean Kahn something, because they're looking for Mike Harris again. You can be assured of that.
Hey, you know, we got Jason Noble in there at tight end. We got a 2 tight end package with the I right formation, and he's just giving it to Harris up the middle. Touchdown, London! Touchdown, Mike Harris!
Even when they're looking for him, he gets it in.
Well, you know, it looked like to me, Darby, that he wasn't going to be stopped that time.
Yeah.
I tell you, he followed his blockers in that hole, and he give it that extra shove.
Right. And there was a lot of red jerseys pushing the Hillsboro defensive line right into the end zone there, and he just jumped on their back and slid on in.
Yeah, he followed the big boys through. He knew where to go. Okay, we got the toe Tobin on here to try an extra point.
Whoa,
tell you
man.
What, if it doesn't come back, we're all right. Woo!
That looked like a boomerang, Zeke.
I tell you what, Darby, I've seen, in all the years I played softball, I've seen balls blow back into the park, and I thought that was coming back over top the goalpost.
Now, Zeke, if it crossed and it comes back on the other side, it's still good, right, Zeke?
It's still good. It's still good. That was beautiful. All right, London, with 4 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in the first quarter, London takes a 7-0 lead. Darby, we've run almost 11 minutes off the clock here, and that's great. That's great for London.
Right.
Hillsboro is a high-powered offense.
Right. They score, and they score quickly, and they put a lot of points on the board.
You know, I've been kind of reading them up on today, and then I've got some information through some other people that they've been averaging around 45 points a ball game, and they do a lot of passing. The kids had over 1,000-yard passing this year.
Zeke, let me give you that stat on Tobin. I got him for 36 out of 41 extra points this year.
Kicking for London, number 47.
You know, like I said, Clark finished up 2 in Central Ohio in kick scoring. And you know, that's really great. It's really great. I tell you right now, I know Ohio State's looking for a guy could kick off for them. You know, this Clark Tobin might be a guy for Mr. John Cooper to take a look at. Yeah, we got London kicking off, and he just squibs it up the middle, and he downs it on the 37-yard line.
Zeke, was he trying to squib that one, or it looked like he was going to kick it and just got the top of the football?
You know, we saw this wind on that extra point, and I think maybe that's the best thing to do when you're kicking into this wind is try to keep it low. But I think he was trying to kick it low, but I think he was trying to kick it farther than that. It looked like he just got the top of that ball.
Yeah.
Okay, we got London coming out on defense here. We'll give you that defensive lineman. You got Dusty Hubbard in there at right tackle. We got a motion to that way. They're going to run that fullback up the middle, and for a gain of about a yard.
Let me give you that line up there, Zeke, and correct me if I miss somebody here. They change that defense on me every week. I got it ends, number 21, Brad Seal. Number 81, Drew Dwyer at tackles. I had number 76, Shad Good, and number 51, Hubbard. At linebackers, number 20, Brent North. Number 35, Ty Dowler. Number 46, Pete Robinson. Number 50, Noble.
Okay, you got I formation and a split over to that side, and then they're going to run the sweep to this side. Got to grab material, fellas. We've talked this all year long.
You know, Shad Good had him there about the line of scrimmage, and like you said, didn't get the material when he got away from him.
You got Nathan Dorn making that tackle. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 2.5.
Let me give you the rest of that lineup there. At defensive backs, I got number 14, Sean Kahn. Number 32, Mike Harris. And number 25, Nathan Dorn.
You know, I understand Hillsboro is supposed to have some pretty good speed, too, so I'm sure they're going to try to get that ball outside as much as possible. They're bringing their big boy out here wide to the right. They've just got a one-backer going motion to the left, and they're just running that fullback. No gain at all. No gain at all.
Beautiful play by
you got Dusty Hubbard and Jason Noble and Pete Robinson in on that tackle. Going to bring up 4th down and about, looks like 2 yards. on Hillsboro's 46-yard line.
You know, Zeke, when there's a tackle inside those tackles, you might as well just go ahead and call Noble's a number and name, because he's always in there when there's a tackle inside the tackles.
You know, here the last 3 or 4 weeks, Dusty Hubbard has really picked up playing that defensive tackle. You know, he worked himself into a starting position after that first or second game, and he's really come on in the last 3 or 4 games.
And London's not.
That's a high snap. I tell you what, he just about didn't get that off. London just about blocked that. That's going to go in the end zone. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, that was a 54-yard kick that probably only went about, I'd say, 30 yards in the air, and it rolled that last 20 yards, and that tells you how strong that wind is.
Right.
Okay, that's going to give London the same place they started at last time, on the 20-yard line, and you got 1 minute and 44 seconds left to go in the first quarter, and then London gets to turn around and go with the win. Okay, we got a wide out coming here to the left. You got a little slot formation with Tyler Hamilton in that slot formation. They're just giving it to Harris right back up the middle.
Harris.
You know, I look for him to run this option play a little bit here, Darby. Fake that ball to Brad up the middle and get Mike and Sean outside.
Harris stopped at the 31-yard.
You know, we've noticed the teams in the last couple of weeks, they're starting to get those linebackers. They're inching up. They're trying to plug that middle up, and that opens up that option.
We got an official timeout here. They're straightening up some equipment on Mike Harris. You know, the thing of it is, Darby, you can do that so often, push them guys up on that defensive line of scrimmage, get them linebackers up close, get your halfbacks up close. But with a team like London that passes a little bit, you're liable to get burnt. Okay, we've got that double wide out to the right, and then we got, yeah, he's going to run Teal up the middle. Oh, he might not have gained a bit.
Tackle Maven number 45, Swathammer number 56, Stuckey.
I don't know. I think he lost about a half a yard.
See, right here, like you said earlier, here's where I run the option.
You know what we need here. I think what we need, and if we're smart, we'll let that clock run, and maybe we'll go turn around and if we have to punt, we'll turn around and have to punt from the other end.
Right.
I hope Hillsboro ain't smart enough to call timeout here after this play. Okay, you got a double wide out to the right and a straight eye backfield, and Kahn's just swarmed under.
14,
that just tells you we're not getting any blocking. Let me see if they get a timeout here. I'll tell you what, if I was coaching, yeah, they're going for the timeout now. They're going to make London punt into that win. I thought, you know, Darby and I wasn't going to sit here and second guess, but I thought they would get a timeout and make us punt into that win.
Right.
You know, these Hillsboro coaches have been around a little bit too, Darby. Well, we're going to have the punt team come on with 4 seconds left to go in the first quarter. I'm trying to get this baby over with. But while we got that lead, huh? All right, it's going to bring up 4th down and 11. Hillsboro took a timeout, and London's going to be kicking from the their own 19-yard line.
You know, Zeke, I could be wrong, but that wind seems like it shifts a little bit, but it seems like it's going almost across the field now.
Well, you know, we look at the flags on the right side of us here, and it looks like it's kind of blowing straight down, but if you look like at the American flag down in the end zone, it looks like it's blowing a little bit crossways.
Right.
Well, I'll tell you what, Drew picked up a handful of grass and threw it up in the air that time, and I don't think he liked what he saw. All right, Hillsboro got a man back deep. He's on about the 50-yard line, and I don't know why. And we're getting ready to punt here. I'm sure they're going to have a rush on. We got a penalty.
Down. Back deep for Hillsboro.
I imagine somebody on offensive line moved their hand.
Right.
So there's going to be a illegal procedure on London. It's going to draw them back another 5 yard. No, I'm sorry. They've called that on Hillsboro. We got encroachment on Hillsboro. Now they're conferring, Darby, so they got us all shook up here. We'll get to see what they do here. Now he's calling it. Yeah, encroachment, Hillsboro.
There we go. That'll help.
Oh, they called it on both. It's going to be nullified. encroachment on Hillsboro and motion on London, and that's something I can't figure out.
Me neither.
You know, that either has to go one way or the other, Darby. It can't go both ways.
Back deep again for London, number 81, Dwyer.
All right, let's get a good snap back here. Good snap. He got it off. He got it off. I tell you what. Get out. Get him. Nice tackle. Jason Noble. Fine open field tackle by Jason Noble.
You know, he did what you're supposed to do. That guy wanted to do the jukes. Noble stopped, waited for him to pick a side, and then tackled him.
Okay, that's the end of the first quarter, and London's got a 7-0 lead here. You know, Hillsboro's going to take that ball over on London's 44-yard line. So let's see what kind of line play we can get out of our defense this time. Had a little trouble with the chains over there. They wanted London to have the football back, I guess. They had it marked the other direction. All right, London's up in that. They got a 5-man front here with Dwyer playing wide to that other side over there. They're going to pitch it this way.
Okay, number 34.
All right. That was a tackle by Jason Noble out there. Gain of about 3 yards, 3 or 4 yards.
Ty Dower.
Ty Dower comes shooting out through that side there and kind of lost his balance. Or he'd have had a guy behind the line of scrimmage.
It looked to me like number 35, but was split out here in a slot formation. Got behind Ty and give him a nice shove. Okay, it's going to bring up 2nd down and 7. And they got a wide out to the right with an I formation and a little split back over here to the left. They're cross-bucking. Right back in the middle. Gain of about 2 yards. Going to bring up 3rd down and 5 or 4.
Stop made by number 46, Pete Robinson.
And he got they're met there at the line of scrimmage by number 74.
Brad Rutherford, number 74. And
didn't think of the name there.
And you had Pete Robinson in on that tackle.
On the London 37-yard line.
You know, something we noticed, and we've noticed it for probably the last 6 or 7 games. Donmeyer trying to get some of that meat in that defensive lineup. You got Jackson in there playing tackle right now, along with Dusty Hubbard, Brad Rutherford, and Adam Fincham in there. He's going to pass. He's throwing with the wind.
Oh!
I tell you, if Sean would have not wanted to make that pop, he could have had an interception.
It seemed like he wanted to cream him, and he didn't look up, or that was the interception.
That was a real nice pop by Sean Kahn. I tell you what that does, Darby. That sends that wide receiver a little message that you come in my playground, you're going to get hit.
That's right.
Okay, that's going to put Hillsboro in punt formation. We're still not dropping anybody deep. It's 4th down and about 5. I guess Coach isn't going to take any chances tonight on this punt formation. You know, we had a little trouble last week. That was a fine rush.
Hillsboro, number 45, Swackhammer.
Oh, look
Watch
out.
I tell you what, that just about came down on Nathan Dorn's head.
Ball down on the 8-yard line.
London's going to take that ball over on their own 8-yard line. You know, the thing about it is we got that wind now. We completed 3 out of 4 passes against the wind. So, you know, man, we're in good shape.
Right.
We're in good shape.
With that wind, you know, the coach has got to sit down. They got to tell them all, you know, look up for that football when you're running back here, because that ball, like you said, is liable just to come straight back down.
I tell you what, he got enough height on that ball where I thought it should have blowed back farther than what it did. You got an I formation with a wide out, and they're just rolling. They're rolling this way. If he's not open. Nice catch. Put your head down. He's gone. He's gone. Don't block. Don't block, London. Don't block. Touchdown. 82-yard touchdown. Excuse me, 92-yard touchdown by Drew Dwyer.
What a pass. What a catch. Drew Dwyer. That is the 2nd time he's made a move like a halfback. Did you see the speed?
I tell you what, the thing of it was, Darby, he didn't try to run over him. He made a juke move and got around him. You know, the first pass that was thrown to him was almost right in his hands and he dropped. This time he got to go up and do a one-handed number, pulls it in, and takes it 92 yards for a touchdown.
You know, I think Donmeyer just found his other man back here for the Buffalo Packers. He runs like a halfback.
Well, that Buffalo guy doesn't get to run the ball. Get it down. It's up. It's up. It's good. London 14, Hillsboro nothing.
14-0.
You know, we were just talking, Darby, about the wind, and I'll tell you right now, that looked smooth. Sean dropped back into his own end zone, and he had everybody covered there for a while, and then he got a little rush on him, and he decided, well, maybe I better get rid of this football before I get sacked, and he picked the right guy.
And Dwyer kind of pulled that in there with one arm, and away he went.
Con threw that from his own end zone, and it looked like Sean or Drew caught up with that thing on about the 40. So that was a real nice pass. I'll tell you what, it's always nice to see 14 points on that board with 9 minutes and 56 seconds left to go in the second quarter. That kind of gives you a little breathing room.
I think you'll see Tobin boot this one now. With the wind at his back, and he put 2 in the end zone last week, Zeke.
Number 47.
You know what?
Tobin.
You know, when he kicked that extra point, he kicked it to the scoreboard. Well, you know, you got that wind behind you, and you saw the Hillsboro kicker take that ball out of the end zone, and we know Clark can handle it.
He's getting a gust right now.
Yeah, he's got it up in the air. It's going to go into the end zone. Oh yeah, nice kick, nice kick. He did his job.
In the middle of the end zone, that ball hit.
I tell you what, we had 63 for Hillsboro, and our own Pete Robinson out there doing a little duel in there. They was bumping each other back and forth, and after it was over with, they both patted each other on the helmet. I tell you what, that's nice to see in these state playoffs, sportsmanship. You know, it's nice to get out there and hit, and it's nice to get, but we still got to remember it's just a game, and these guys are just high school ball players. Okay, that's going to bring up first down and 10 on Hillsboro's own 20-yard line. They're bringing a wide-out guy here to the left, and they got a slot formation with an I backfield motion out here. We got him covered. They're coming back to the other side. Oh, that looks like a gain of about 3 yards. We got, who's getting up off that pile there, Darby? You got number 76 coming up out there, Shad Good.
Shad Good.
Rutherford, I'm sorry. Hubbard and Noble come up out of there.
You know what? You're running into London's strength when you're reading off them big numbers like that. And that's what we've been talking all year. We got to get that stopped in the middle so our defensive backs don't have to make a lot of tackles.
Right.
Yeah, you got a wide out here to the left with that slot, and he's going motion back across the field to the short side, and he's just running it up the middle.
Okay, number 34, Ford.
Like a gain of about a yard and a half that time.
The 25.
You know, London has done really well tonight, closing up that middle. We've seen in the past few games, and mainly all year, at least the first quarter, the team has been able to run on the inside. They haven't been able to do that yet tonight.
Well, you know what hurts us the most, Darby, is when there is a big back, when the opposing team has a big back. Hillsboro's got a big back there, but they keep using him as a wideout, number 35.
Right.
He ran fullback for him last year, I believe, and this year it looks like they're utilizing him at a wideout. They're going to throw the ball, and it's tipped and incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down and about 4.
And the good thing about that pass play is when he got rid of that football, there was about 3 or 4 London defensive players right in that quarterback's face.
You know, it looked like to me there might have been a blown assignment out there because Hillsboro had 2 men right in the same area. And any time there's 2 receivers in the same area, to me it's a blown assignment by one of the receivers there.
Right.
But you got Hillsboro back to punt. London's still not putting anybody back, and probably right where they're kicking from now. It's a wise choice, Darby.
Right.
Got a rush on. You know, this ball,
man.
I tell you what, that ball hit the fence over on the opposing bench behind Hillsboro's bench. He probably got I would say if they mark this correctly, about an 18-yard kick.
Right.
No, 13-yard kick, Darby.
You know, we said earlier that wind's not only going down the field, it's going across a little bit too, because it's taking that ball right over toward the Hillsboro bench.
That was a 13-yard punt, and I'll tell you what, that was as good as any return I've ever seen. Okay, we got Alexander splitting wide to the left, and we got Tyler Hamilton in a little out here. He's going to throw the ball again. Oh, he's got Dwyer wide open. All he has to do, beat one man, touchdown! Touchdown, Drew Dwyer!
2 plays, 2 passes, 2 touchdowns.
Hey, it looked like Sean was running a little waggle that time. He made a motion like he was going left. Come back around here to the right. Drew DeWire was wide open. Darby, how do you miss 6'4" and 205?
You know, I don't really know, but they've done it twice now, and it's cost them.
Well, I'll tell you what. If I've watched London's game films the last 3 or 4 weeks and have scouts at ball games, I'm going to be aware of Drew DeWire.
That's right.
We got Tobin. It's a bad snap. It's up. It's good.
Good job by Sean Kahn to get that down.
You know, it took us approximately 7.5 seconds to score that touchdown and that extra point, Darby. You got 8 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in the second quarter. London 21, Hillsboro nothing. You know, I get told all year long, Darby, that we don't look at the camera much when it's on us, so. I tell you, as each minute goes by here, Darby, I'm starting to breathe a little bit.
You know, Zeke, coming in here, I thought this first couple quarters were going to be really close.
You know, the thing of it is, Darby, if you watched last year's game, and we all come in here not knowing what Hillsboro had last year, we come in here and did a 35-0 job on them, you know, and then you look all year long, and London has always been ahead of them in the computer rankings. We've always had more points in the computer rankings. We finished first in the computer rankings. They finished third. That tells you what kind of competition we've played, and we're not taking anything away from Hillsboro. You have to have good competition in order to make it to the playoffs, but according to the computer points, we did play a harder schedule.
Right.
You know, we always say that London plays as well as they has to. We've watched it all year long. They got up for the big games. They got up against Olentangy. They got up against Circleville. They got up against Northeastern. They played the big games.
Right. And he booted this
I'll tell you
one
what,
again.
it's going to go in the end zone again. It's going to be no return. That's a safety in high school.
And again, he's getting further and further back in that end zone. I think you can make a field goal from there, Zeke.
Well, you know, with this wind, it wouldn't be hard to make a 50-yarder coming from that side. You know, Gary, we're missing you, buddy, but we're having fun. Okay, you're going to have London on defense. Hillsboro's taking that ball over on their own 20-yard line. You know, I don't think Hillsboro has had a first down yet, Darby. I think it's been 3 and out every time they've had the football.
I think you're right, Zeke.
We got a wide out here to the left, straight eye backfield. He's going to try to pass. He's rolling this way. He's got nobody open.
Okay, number 14.
Tackled by Noble.
And it looked like London almost wanted him to pass the football.
You know, the thing of it is, we've had the wind to our back for approximately 2 series of downs, and we scored both times. Hillsboro had that ball for only approximately 1 series with the wind to their back because London took the opening drive and ran 11 minutes off the clock, which didn't give Hillsboro much time to have that football with the wind.
Right.
And now they're down 21 points, and they're going to have to try to pass into the wind and catch up here. We got a quick pitch out there. London's pursuing well.
They strung that one out very well there, Zeke.
Well, you know, I looked back there, and it looked like Adam Fincham strung that out pretty good to where the linebackers could really come up and fill, and Pete Robinson made that tackle. Going to bring up 3rd down and 3. And, you know, I think the last 2 or 3 times Hillsboro's had the ball, it's been 3rd down and 3.
Right. You know, London's done in the last 2 games has done a lot better on pursuing those sweeps.
I tell you, that just goes along with experience. You know, you're in your 11th game of the year. You ought to know what you're doing. We got a slot formation over to the other side and a wide out this way. They just run the fullback up the middle. And I don't know if he got the first down or not. We'll just have to see where they spot this ball. He hasn't got the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down and about 1. He hadn't got the first down.
Swathammer, tackle made with number 50, Jason
right,
Noble.
4th down and 1. You know, we'll have to see if this coach is going to take a chance and go for it this time. You know, you got 21-point deficit here. London got a 21-point lead. Pretty soon, you're going to have to take a chance.
4th down and less than a yard.
You can't get too far behind here on London right now.
Well, they might just be coming up here to see if they can draw London off sides. We don't know yet. They got a motion going that way. No, they're going to go for it. They're running that fullback out the middle. He got it. He got first down.
45, Swathammer.
Okay, you got 6 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in the second quarter, and that's Hillsboro's first down.
And you can hear it from the Hillsboro fans over there. They're happy for that first down.
That Jason Noble in on that stop that time. You got Trips coming out wide this way and a wide man over that way. One of these guys can't be a receiver over here. They're rolling. He's going to get sacked. Fumble!
No.
Fumble! That was a fumble.
There's the flag. We're going to call...
that ball was thrown backwards, Darby. Anytime you throw a ball backwards, that is a lateral.
Ball carrier number 14, Barton. Pressure put on number 35.
They threw an intentional grounding penalty on Hillsboro that time, and that was a fine rush by Ty Dowler. We got a referee's conferring, but Darby, I would have to think, you know, if I'm officiating, to me, that is a lateral. That is backwards, that is a lateral. We got holding on Hillsboro, we got intentionally grounding on Hillsboro. So let's see what we get to take here, Darby. You know, they had all those wideouts over here. That play was slow developing.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, he rolled here to the right in London. It was just slow development. London got two guys out in his face, and Ty Dowler made a nice stop. Okay, we got the referees trying to sort this baby out. We got holding up the original line of scrimmage. We got the intentional grounding call down at the 14-yard line. So I'm sure we're going to take this baby one way, 10 yards one way. Okay, we're marking off a penalty now. It's a loss of 10 yards. That's what they're giving. And 15 yards. They're marking at 15. Now is always, to my recollection, intentional downing the ball is a loss of down also. Am I correct there?
I do believe so, Zeke. I'm not...
Intentional grounding called on the Indians.
Right.
I don't have the rules on.
Right, it's a loss of down. It's going to bring up second down and 21. Because that was a first down play there.
They're not marking it. No, it's first down, Zeke.
Well, I'm sorry. Evidently, I'm in the wrong. It should be second down.
There it is.
I'll tell you what.
You're right, Zeke.
You know, I've been around this game for about 40 years, and sometimes I wonder if I do know the rules. He's pitching wide. He's cutting back into our big guys.
Good pursuit.
Ball carrier number 34, Ford.
Hubbard, Dwyer.
You know, Darby, that's what you want your defensive ends to do and your linebackers to do, is turn that play back into where the big guys are. Going to bring up third down and 23. You know, they got that first down, Darby, and now they're going backwards.
Third down, Indians.
You know, we talked this a little while ago, Darby. They're going to have to pass the football.
Right.
Third down and 23, unless they don't want to make a mistake right here and give London the ball again.
Well, right now, if they don't do anything, they need to pick up some yardage so they can get a half-decent punt out of this.
You got a wide out to both sides, I formation with a slot over there. He's just running it up the middle. Fine submarine.
That looked like Noble shooting in there. That's who it was.
I tell you what, Jason Noble, he plays that middle linebacker and that outside linebacker when they move him around, just like a linebacker's supposed to.
Right.
Jason weighs, he was telling me there a couple weeks ago, approximately 180, 185 pounds, and that is very small for a middle linebacker. But I tell you what, he plays that with all the heart in the world, and he plays that the way I like to see linebacking played. Okay, we're going to bring up Hillsboro punting on their own 3-yard line. It's a high snap. I tell you, London could have blocked that if they'd have wanted to. I got one thing to say, Darby. He don't care which side he kicks it to. London sideline called a fair catch that time. You know, Ty Dowler could have blocked that thing. He stopped and let the kid kick the football. You know, I tell you what, we're taking over that ball on Hillsboro's 32-yard line. with 4 minutes, 59 seconds left to go in the second quarter. We got plenty of time, Darby, to get another score.
Zeke, are we going to see another pass here?
You know, with 4 minutes and 59 seconds, I might punch a couple. I might run a couple here, shake things up. Of course, I'm not coaching. You know, we've loosened them up with that pass, don't you think?
Right.
Cut it back, Michael. Cut it back.
Ball carrier number 32, Harris.
Anyway, he made that little spin move. London had some blocking out there in front of him that time. It's just that the white jerseys were there. We're going to bring up second down and 10. You know, we're
London fans screaming, we like that score, but we want more.
Oh, yeah, we're never satisfied. We got a double wide out going out to the left with Brent North and Jared Alexander. I formation. Dwyer over here tight to this side. He's just running Harris up the middle.
Number 32, Harris.
Mike held on to that ball real nice, didn't he, Darby?
Tackle by number 27.
Looked like they were bumping it there, and it come up around the shoulder.
57,
you know, they hold on to the football.
The last couple ball games, Mike's had a little trouble holding on to that football.
Right. Third down,
and I'm sure they saw the films. It's third down and approximately 3 yards there. Gonna bring up and you know, we're in that 2 down territory. We're gonna go for it on 4th down if we don't make it here on 3rd down. We got a double wide out to the left, and he's just going to give it to Harris up the middle.
32, the ball carrier, Harris.
I don't know if he got the first down or not, but he just powered his way there, trying to get that yardage.
15, Byers.
We might get a measurement.
We might get a measurement, but according to the guy that's running the down marker over there, he's saying we got it. We're going to take an official's time out here for a measurement.
Harris is saying we got it.
That was a first down. Harris knew what he was doing there. He got the first down. That was a favorable mark. Looked real good. 3 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in the second quarter. London's got a 21-0 lead here. Got the ball 1st and 10 on Hillsboro 22-yard line. Got that double wide out deal again here. He's going to fake it. He's going to try it. Oh, draw play. Draw play. Oh, I tell you what. I think if he'd ran that football, Darby
is incomplete.
You know, he stepped up in that middle with nobody around him. He had an open field to take off. He just didn't get that ball there quick enough.
For number 4, Jared Alexander.
That was good defensive play there by Hillsboro. Got up there and knocked it out.
Pass was knocked down by number 12, Cameron Williams.
Yeah, that was
second down 10.
A real nice defensive play there. Of course, that ball floated a little bit. Well, anytime that you roll one way and then throw back the other way, you're giving them an opportunity to step in front of it.
Right.
Okay, we got that package over here where we usually run Harris here, the double wide out to the left and yeah, straight up the middle.
Number 32.
And I'll tell you what, he just fell over Brad Teal's feet that time.
Number 35, Thomas Turner.
So we had Thomas Turner for Hillsboro in that tackle, but actually he was the guy that Teal was blocking, and he just fell over Teal's feet. He had a hole. Going to bring up 3rd down and 9. And again, you know, of course we got the wind and we're in field goal range right now. If we don't pick that up, I look for him to go ahead and try that field goal. We got a wide out to both sides, tied in to the left, and he's rolling. He's rolling.
He didn't. 14,
I tell you what, he did get that ball back in the middle of the field, Darby.
Stopped by number 35,
to put that ball. Turner. Yeah, we got Clark Tobin coming in to try that field goal. You got 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the second quarter.
And Tobin right now is 6 out of 8 for field goals. And what did you say? What's his longest? 43?
I believe 43 yards. What we see him do. They're going to set that ball down on the 30-yard line. So this is going to be a 40-yard kick with the wind. He's got it down. It's up.
Tobin's kick is up.
It's going to be wide right. Wide right.
Wide to the right. No good.
Okay.
4 remains. London 21. Hillsboro nothing.
All right. He had the distance. It just blew a little bit to the right. You know, I don't know if he was playing that windage or not, but the wind's kind of died down a little bit. Yeah. Hillsboro's going to take that ball over on their own 20-yard line with 2 minutes and 19 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Okay, I like to see the big red of London put another stop on here. Maybe get a little time on that clock to go for another one, Darby. All right, we got a wide out coming here to the left and a slot formation over on the right side. They're just running that halfback off the middle. He's somebody's laying on the ground there. Let's see what we got. DJ Jackson got a shoestring there and brought him down.
4 drop to the number 34, DJ Jackson. 2nd down, 7
London's
Hillsboro.
been coming up with what it looks like to be a 6-2, Zeke.
Yeah, they're running a lot of that 6-man front line. And, you know, Hillsboro's supposed to be a passing team, because every time we talk about a passing team, Darby, it never shows up that way.
Right.
We've talked Lakewood being a passing team, Old Tangy being a passing team, and we never saw it out of either team.
Here comes Drew.
We got a quick pitch this way. And you had Dusty Hubbard slow him down in the backfield. And then you had a host of tacklers. Drew Dwyer, Pete Robinson,
and number 50,
Sean Kahn,
Jason Noble
in on that tackle. We got a timeout.
You know, Drew came through that line like he was shot out of a cannon there, and they did pick him up, but he just bounced off and got in the tackle.
Okay, I don't know what this timeout is all about. They're walking over to the London sideline. Let's see what they're going to do here. I don't know if the... we had a little timeout there, and we put a little bit, about 3 seconds back on that clock. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 6. And Hillsboro standing on their own 22-yard line. We had a timeout there, Darby. And now we got some equipment problem here. These are the things I don't understand. These are the things that ought to have been addressed during a timeout. Gary, I will let you know I'm still thinking about you, buddy, and we're still having fun.
Yeah, Gary, I finally get to relax and not have you up here casing on me, talking about how heavy I am and everything else.
One thing about Darby tonight, though, he's blocking that wind real good. We got motion to the right this time. We got a rollout. I'll tell you what, he picked Dwyer up real nice.
Yeah, yeah.
We just floated one. I tell you, that's how that wind deflected that pass, because the guy was wide open.
Coverage on the play by number 20.
And you know that pass was only about 6 yards, and he floated that ball, and it just blowed out to the right over to their sideline. We're going to bring up 4th down and 6. A minute 26 left on the clock. I look for London to charge this one, Darby.
Yep. And you know, where's Clerk at?
You know, I haven't seen Clerk in on them extra points tonight. Maybe he's hurt. I don't know. I tell you what, they all. Oh my goodness! Watch out! You know, we talked it, and I don't know why we talk it. Why don't the bench talk it?
I'm telling you.
Somebody's got to tell these guys where that football's at.
On the 36-yard line.
You got a minute 15 seconds left to go in the
First down,
second quarter. You know, we haven't seen Roger Clerk tonight. That's something I'll look into at halftime, fellas.
All right. I'm looking for him on the sideline.
Well, he's dressed on the sidelines. I see him standing down there in the middle of the coaches down there, but he hasn't been in there. You know, that's our kick block specialist. We got a double wide out here to the right, and guess who's out here in the slot formation? Mr. Harris, and you got DJ Jackson at tailback with Teal in that fullback spot. We got to roll this way. You got Harris going deep. Just throw the ball. Oh, he's going to take it. Good run. Good run.
That's a first down.
You know, I think we still got our whole allotment of timeouts left. I don't think we've called a timeout yet.
Was that okay that he ran that ball there, Zeke?
Yeah, oh yeah. You know, Harris did make that little flag pattern, and he looked like he had a step on him.
Right.
But Kahn was just rolling too fast to look. Okay, he just downed the ball. He just downed the ball. With 55 seconds left to go, he downed the ball. I do believe London has that full allotment of timeouts left. Now this just gives the coaches time to set up the play and gives us time to relax a little bit and get the right play in. So we can get another score on the board. You know, we're in Tobin's field goal range. I mean, we've got no problem with a field goal.
You know, like we said, that wind's kind of whipping back and forth. And that's hard to make that adjustment.
Okay, we got a double wide out to the left, I formation. We got Dwyer being held. Mike Harris! Mike Harris!
Touchdown!
Touchdown, Mike Harris! That was just a little a little fake into the line of scrimmage, a little roll back this way, a little naked bootleg, and Harris was wide open. Mike did a little 10 and in, and hit him right in the chest, and touchdown, London. We got 49 seconds left to go in the second quarter, and the score is London 27, Hillsboro nothing. We got to try for the extra point here with Clark Tobin in to kick the extra point. It's back, it's up, it's good. That makes the score London 28, Hillsboro nothing.
And Tobin 39 out of 44 extra points.
London takes a lead 28-0.
We got 49 seconds left to go in the first half. London's got a 28-0 lead, and we got Clark Tobin back to kick. And I'm sure we're going to get to see the toe take that ball deep again. He'll probably hit the band this time, Darby. We got the band standing in the end zone.
He wouldn't be standing there.
That's a nice kick. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Yeah, it's going to bounce off. It hit the bass drum, and I'll tell you what, they're playing a tune. Tobin
kicks and goes to the end zone.
He needed, what, about another foot, and that was out of the end zone.
You know, it's special when you got a guy can kick that way. You know, that's like having the a great extra advantage there when you have a guy that can give you the ball to play defense on the 20-yard line. That's a great advantage. Okay, we got Hillsboro just coming up the line in a I formation with a slot right and a split man here to the left. I don't know if they're going to do anything fancy. I'm sure I wouldn't just late in the quarter.
Okay, number 32, Reno.
Okay. That was the best run of the evening, and he picked up close to the first down, probably 9 yards.
Tackle made by number 51, Dusty Hubbard.
Dusty Hubbard, playing right defensive tackle, picked him up 9 yards down the field. That shows you that speed that Gary always talks about Dusty having. The one thing about Dusty, though, is he's determined.
That's right.
London always has that good pursuit, don't they, Darby?
And they're getting better every game.
We got a wide out to both sides, I formation, quick pitch out to the left.
34, Ford.
Got to get a hand on him. Got to get a hand on him. Got shoved out of bounds by DJ Jackson. DJ Jackson playing. That's the end of the first half. London 28, Hillsboro nothing.
Ladies and gentlemen, concession stand in the restrooms here.
Tonight we present for your entertainment, Sweet Child of Mine, Born to be Wild, Joe Schmo, and the LHS fight song. Please enjoy the show. gentlemen, please join us for the London High School alma mater.
My man. They only had one pitch, didn't they?
No, this is the same one.
Where'd that box of popcorn fly in from?
I don't know. Popcorn, glasses, everything. I think.
I gave my daughter a couple bucks. I said, if you can get close to that.
Thank you. Enjoy the last half of the game, and please have a safe trip home.
We're getting ready to kick off here at the start of the second half. We got Clark Tobin. We're kicking to Hillsboro. We do have the wind to start the second half into the end zone again. So that's going to give London London on defense. Hillsboro's going to have the ball on their own 20-yard line.
And here comes the rain, Zeke.
But yeah, we got a slight little downpour here with about 40-mile, 50-mile gust of wind.
Hillsboro.
What we need to do while we have that wind at our back, we need to get back a hold of this football and put a couple more scores on that board. I tell you what, the kids are going to have fun now. Okay, Hillsboro's going to split wide man to each side and I formation. And he's pitching that. See, that's that play they got the yardage on in the first, right at the end of the first half. Right. That sprint out to the right. And I figured we'd see that a little bit more the second half.
Hey, Zeke, let me run through this defense real fast for you. I got it ends. Number 21, Brad Teal. Number 81, Drew Dwyer. Tackles. Number 76, Shad Good. Number 51, Hubbards. At linebackers, number 20, North. 35, Dowler. Number 46, Robinson. And number 50, Noble.
Okay, you got DJ Jackson in there. They're just running that splint out this side. It looks like a touchdown to me, unless Harris can catch him. Mike's going to catch him.
Oh, good
tackle. That was a touchdown-saving tackle by Mike Harris and Nathan Dorn.
You know, I don't know who contained him and brought him into the inside, but he did his job, and there was no one there to tackle him.
Yeah, we had a contained man that made him go back in, and I think they just had a stretch out on that time, and they got the big men for London knocked down.
The rest of that defensive lineup's number 14, Sean Kahn, number 32, Mike Harris, and number 25, Nathan Dorn.
You know, we noticed in that first half, Darby, on the last few plays, they was stretching it out to the outside, and they was getting some yardage.
Right.
They're going to cross bucket through the middle.
Oh, good tackle.
Cross bucket through the middle. We got a wrap. Okay, we had a DJ Jackson underneath there. Dwyer coming up off one side.
Number 33, Brian Swisshelm. Tackle made number 34, DJ Jackson.
Jason Noble in on that. Ty Dowler. We had about 5 or 6 men in on that tackle. That was a gain of about a yard there. I was having trouble finding the guy with the stick over there. He's got to turn sideways.
And Hillsboro coming out, starting to move the ball in their first possession with the wind in their face, just the way London did the first half.
Yeah, London's got to try to put a nice stop on here and not let them have a score here. We got that just the sprint out. Nice wrap, nice wrap. Myers.
Tackle made number 59.
Oh, we have a penalty. Where'd that flag come in? That's
going to have unnecessary roughness on London.
Right.
Unnecessary roughness on London.
And remember, it's not usually the first person that throws it. It's the retaliation that gets the penalty.
Personal foul, London.
Personal foul called on London.
You know, we've been playing pretty clean here all year long, and we're into the playoffs now. We shouldn't have them kind of penalties.
Good checking out, and it looked like Fincham checking in there.
We got a nice little downpour coming here, Darby. We can't feel it so much up here on top, but man, it looks like it's coming down hard out on that field. Okay, Hillsboro's going to have a first down and 10, and they can't get a first down. Got a wide out to that side, I formation. He's going to roll this way, and he's just throwing it out of bounds. That's
right.
Intentional grounding.
Pass is incomplete. Pressure put on by number 8.
We didn't get a flag here.
Well, it looked like they flushed him out of the pocket. Maybe you can throw it out of bounds once you're flushed out of the pocket. I know you can in college and the pros.
You know, Zeke, now that rain started, it's getting colder, it feels.
Well, I'll tell you what, you're talking about rain that's coming down from some altitude, Darby, so it's cold up yonder. All right, it's going to bring up second down and 10. Ball resting on London's 10-yard line. Hillsboro's coming out with a wide out to the right and a split man over here to the left with an I formation. He's just pitching it wide. We got to stop him here.
Touchdown
Hillsboro.
Down London. Correction, touchdown Hillsboro.
We had the announcer a little shook up there.
Makes the score
He's having trouble showing this red and white.
So that gives Hillsboro their first score of the game. It comes 9 minutes and 30 seconds into the third quarter. Hillsboro's got one of them guys that has to change shoes because he plays on defense also. So he's getting his shoe tied here. He might get a delay of game called on him. Yep, they're going to give him a little bit of time here to get that shoe changed. Okay, try after point.
Swackhammer's kick is up.
It's good.
It's good.
Makes it London 28, Hillsboro 7 with 9 minutes and 37 seconds left to go in the quarter.
You know, Zeke, and the best way, when you come out in the second half, a team drives down the field and scores on you, the best way just to annul that is just to come down and score one yourself, and you're right back into where you were in the first half.
21 scores 28-7 London.
I got some stats here that they compiled for the first half. We got on total yards, we got London 257 yards and Hillsboro 69 yards. Rushing yardage, London 24 rushes for 87 yards. Hillsboro 17 rushes for 69 yards. Passing, we have Kahn 5 for 8, 170 yards and 3 TDs. Hillsboro's 0 for 4. London has 11 first down. Hillsboro has 2. Rushing in the game, Mike Harris for London has 16 rushes for 68 yards, and Ford for Hillsboro had 11 rushes for 56 yards. And we want to thank John Licklider for these halftime stats, and we really appreciate him paying that much attention to us. Thanks, John.
Blackhammer kicking for the Indians. Back deep for London, number 32.
Okay, London's going to get a chance to take the ball
Number 34,
with the wind at their back.
Jackson.
So let's see just how we can handle this, Darby. Well, we got Hillsboro ready to kick off, and the ball blew off the tee again. We're having a little trouble with that. We're going up and place that thing back on the tee. You know, we get gusts of wind every now and then. It's not it's a steady wind, but every now and then we get a gust of 15 to 20 mile an hour, and I'll tell you what, it'll just blow you all to death. You know, for the fans that stayed at home tonight, you're missing a good ball game. It's an onside kick. London's going to have to get on that. Jason Noble. I hope London got that. We've got about out of 24 or 22 players, I think 20 of them's on that pile. Yeah, the field announcer made the right call. Recovered on the 35 by somebody.
Let me go ahead and give you that offensive line up there, Zeke. Number 59, center. Number 59, Myers. At left guard, number 74, Rutherford. At right guard, number 54, Fincham. At right tackle, number 76, Shedgood. At number 72, I'm sorry, at left tackle, number 72, Maxwell, and tight end, number 81, Drew Dwyer.
We got a wide out to both sides, I formation, Kahn under center. He's just handing to the fullback up the middle. Hold on to the football, Brad. That's 11 yards and a late hit. That was a nice run by Brad Teal.
Brad the Tank Teal. Let me give you the rest of that lineup. When they bring the double tight end package in, number 50, Noble, comes in for that. Then we have wide receivers, number 4, Alexander, and number 7, Tyler Hamilton. At fullback, number 21, Brad Teal, and the halfback, number 32, Mike Harris, and the quarterback, number 14, Sean Kahn.
We're going to run Teal again. I'll tell you what, if that linebacker don't get him by a foot, he's got another good game. That was a gain of 2 yards.
Has it stopped raining?
Yes, it has.
Unbutton that jacket.
It brings up 2nd down and 8, and the rain has quit, so we're going to uncover our cameraman here. Okay, we got double wide out to the left, tight end over here to the right, I formation. We got Kahn. We got a penalty of some sort here. I think it's going to be illegal motion on London. Yeah, illegal procedure, London.
Procedure called against the Red Raiders.
We're changing up here, bringing Tyler Hamilton out and putting Brent North in as a wide receiver. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 14. You got a double wide out to the left, and you got Drew Dwyer split over here to the right with Kahn rolling. He's passing it to Drew. That pass was just terribly underthrown.
Pass is incomplete, intended for number 81, Dwyer.
Going to bring up 3rd down and 14.
Coverage for the Indians by number 14.
I don't know if that ball's wet, Darby, or if it's it just slipped out of his hand, but he didn't get anything on that.
You know, I wasn't even watching Sean Kahn on that. I was watching Drew going down there, and I don't know, it looked like he was pretty well covered there.
Yeah, you got a double wide out, the same formation you had last time, the 2 wide outs to that side of the field. Sprint draw, if he gets by one, no go at all.
Bucket number 32, Harris.
You got a loss of 4 yards there. Going to bring up 4th down about 18.
Tackle made number 54, Jacob Spruill. 4th down, London.
London's going to have to punt. You're going to have Drew Dwyer, which is leading Central High in punting with a 42.8 average. Going to get a chance to kick this ball with the wind. And London has to call timeout because evidently we don't have the right personnel on the field. You know, London's getting ready to punt here on their own 39-yard line. They just got to get their composure back, Darby.
You're right.
They've come out the second half a little flat. Nice kick. He got off a nice kick.
Kick is taken by number 35, Thomas Turner.
You know,
Turner crosses midfield, stop at the London.
Tackled by Brent North. That was a short kick. It was a bad snap, is what it was. And Dwyer had to hurry himself to right himself to get that off. And number 35 is their fullback from last year. He played fullback as a sophomore for him last year, and they got him playing wide out this year, and he did a real nice job of returning that ball once he got a hold of it.
You know, London acting like they're almost losing this football game the way they're acting right now. I mean, it's 28-7. They're going to get going.
You got to pick up the intensity. You never let down in a playoff game. They're just going to run that sprint again.
Number 34, Ford.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. A loss of about 6-yard line.
And it looked like DJ Jackson also in that one.
That was a loss of 5 yards, Darby. Now they did that. See, you got to adjust.
Right.
You got to adjust, and London adjusted that time. You know, all we got to do is get more bodies out there than what they got, and we did it that time.
Right.
Going to bring up 2nd down and 15.
London's fans really starting to get into this one.
Well, you know, you got to have your fans in the ball game. A big game like this, you got to have your fans into it. Okay, they got a wide out to the right. Motion coming here. We got a flag for some reason. We won't know what it is until we get a signal.
Maybe somebody put a helmet over the ball there, Zeke.
I think he's looking at Hillsboro. Yeah, it's on Hillsboro. Lined up in the neutral zone, probably, Darby.
It looked like somebody had a helmet there over the football.
Yes, lined up in the neutral zone.
You know, and that's your guard. He's supposed to start that. If he's up too close, sometimes them tackles and those tight ends will line up over the ball.
Okay, it's going to bring up 2nd down and 20. Got Hillsboro coming up the line into a split out. Got a split on both sides, I formation. Got motion coming here to the left. He's rolling left. Got a nice rush on. It's floating. It's floating.
Oh!
Pass is complete.
You know what it was, Darby?
Pass is complete to number 35,
Timing. It was timing. Nathan Dorn was there, and he just jumped. And
1st down 10.
he just jumped, and the boy out jumped
We
him.
have a penalty. We got a flag down here, Zeke.
You know, we got everybody shouting up here in the booth like it's some big deal, but there's a flag down here.
Bring it back, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bring it back.
That one's going to be on Hillsboro.
You know, if you hear me getting a little carried away, we got some Hillsboro's guys up here that they're cheering like they're at the Cleveland-Pittsburgh game that we're going to see Monday night. And sure, they're going to be rooting for Pittsburgh. But, yeah, we got a penalty there. That's going to even knock it back farther, Darby. Oh, my, that's a major.
Second down in a month there, Zeke.
Well, it's 35. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 35. You know Nathan Dorn, no, he just timed his jump wrong.
That's right.
If he had waited and jumped when that ball was there, he just jumped a little too early.
That was a good play by the Hillsboro wide receiver to come back for that football, though.
Right, you had that big tight end that time making that snatch. And 3rd down and 35. London's in a 4-3 defense right now. Got motion coming that way. They're just going to run that draw. No gain. You know, Darby, when you get behind 28-0,
and it's 2nd in a month,
and you know they scored pretty quick here starting the 2nd half, but 28 points is an awful lot of points to make up.
All right.
And then you start adding penalties on top of that. It's going to bring up 4th down and 35. But if you start putting penalties on top of that, man, that's a tough hill to climb.
Right.
We got the punter back, and he's one of their main runners, and he's limping. He's having a little trouble. He's got the ball. It's up. He almost kicked his up man in the back of the head with that ball, Darby. I think that ball cleared him by about a foot.
Zeke, I was looking up in the air for the ball. I thought it was blocked.
At the London 46-yard line. 1st down 10, London.
I tell you what, that good defensive stand there, Darby, ought to pick up the offense. That's going to give London the ball on their own 46-yard line, 1st down. You know, we don't need to do anything fancy. We just need to move that football, and we're very capable of running or passing either one here. Yeah, we got a slot formation over here to the right and a wide receiver. We got motion. We got Harris up the middle.
Ball carrier number 32, Harris.
Go, Mike Harris.
Good carry.
Gain of 9 yards for Mike Harris.
You know, Zeke, I didn't get to see the paper, but is Mike still averaging his 9.2 or 9.3?
Yeah, he was averaging over the 10 games in the conference and the league games and the non-conference games. He was still at 9.2, I believe.
9.2
is how he finished out for the season. You know, over 2,300 yards. And I do believe that he set the single season rushing record for London this year.
It wouldn't surprise me, Zeke.
We're going to have wide out to the left with Dwyer over here tied in. We got Tyler Hamilton in a slot. He's rolling. He's throwing to Drew. Drew made a nice catch. Nice catch.
Number 81.
1st down.
Drew Dwyer, 14.
You know, Darby, it looks like to me the harder the ball is for Drew to catch, it's easier. Because in the first half, the one right in his hands, he kind of took his eyes off of it and dropped it. It seems like the ones he has to concentrate on more to catch, he does a real nice job on them. We got Brent North into the game at the wide out. He's splitting out to the left side wide, and Alexander to the right side, excuse me, and they're just giving it to Harris up the middle.
Ball carrier number 32, Harris.
Mike's not down yet.
Oh,
Fumble!
So he got hit from behind and popped that ball out.
Okay, that's going to
covered by the Indians. First down, 10.
He picked up about 15 yards on that play
Number 10, Chris
and got popped from behind. And that ball rolled out, and there wasn't anybody but Hillsboro player around there to get it. Right. So that's going to give Hillsboro the ball on their own 14-yard line.
Mike fighting for those extra yards.
With
got popped from behind.
Well, you know, when he come through the line there, Darby, he bounced off one of his own players and then bounced into the middle and then come back to the right side. But he did. He had a fine run there. You know, that's something we have seen Mike do lately is put that ball out on the carpet. We got Hillsboro with a wide man to that side and a little split over here to the left. I formation. You got to run that halfback right up the middle.
Good
got Jason Noble got a hand on him. He picked up about 4 yards that time.
Second down, 5 Indians.
We got the Hillsboro band playing the war song here. A little bit of the Atlanta Braves over there. They're doing a chop. Okay, we got Hillsboro coming out with a wide guy to both sides. You got I formation, and yep, back's in motion to the right. He's rolling to the right. A throw back this way. It looks like if Pete Robinson don't get him, it's going to be a touchdown.
Complete to number 35, Thomas Troyer, 20, 10, 5,
Touchdown, Hillsboro.
You know, Drew Dwyer put a good pop on the quarterback there right after he threw the ball. He was just about a step too late.
You know, that guy's awful big, Darby. And a guy that big, you just can't pop.
Right.
You have to wrap him up or get him by the feet, and London didn't have enough guys out there to stop him.
Zeke, was that lightning I just seen?
Right, we're going to be called for thunderstorms tonight.
I think I'm going to let go of this fence I'm leaning up against.
With 2 minutes and 5 seconds left to go in the third quarter.
Here it comes.
It's 28 London, 13 Hillsboro. Ball's down. It's up.
It's good.
It's 28-14. 28-14 London. Now Hillsboro's come out and put a couple of quick scores on the board.
You know, this is what London can't let Hillsboro do, and what they proceeded to do this second half is let them creep back into this football game. Right now, Hillsboro feels they can come back on this team. This is what they cannot do.
Onside kick. London's got to feel it. I think it was Jason Noble on that recovery.
20.
Nope, Brent North on that recovery.
North, first down 10, Red Raiders.
London just needs to come back out and do what they did the first half, and that's just move the football. Throw the football, run the football, just get back to the basics.
Well, you know, Darby, there's a minute 51 left to go in the third quarter, and we got the wind to our back, so we got to take advantage of that.
Right.
You know, we moved the ball real well last time we had it. We don't need to change nothing. We just need to hold on to the football. We got to roll this side. Oh, nice pass.
Oh,
nice pass. I tell you what, Sean Kahn was getting tackled with both hands, and he made a two-handed pass, a shovel pass, to Drew Dwyer for the first down.
He threw that ball, what, about 10 yards?
I tell you what, you know, he pitches in baseball. He's a baseball pitcher, and he stowed that ball with two hands, and that was a great pass. Well, that sure quieted the crowd down. Harris up the middle.
Okay, number 32, Mike Harris.
Gain of about 7 yards by Mike Harris.
Here comes the rain again, Zeke.
Andrew Evans.
Oh, this is the big rain.
Holy moly! Yeah. Grab what? Who am I grabbing? You guys can't get Harris! Harris! He's going!
There he goes! Come on, touchdown! Touchdown, Mike Harris! 50-yarder! That was a 50-yarder! That was a 50-yarder by Mike Harris!
I was off.
That was straight up the middle. I tell you what, it was raining so hard here that I ran for cover, but when I saw Mike broke it, I knew you didn't want me not to call that.
Zeke, you over there. I'm standing right here getting soaked. That wasn't right. And it's pouring.
Here it comes again. Another big blast. I tell you what, that was exciting, Darby. That's a good way to answer a touchdown, Darby. Put one up yourself. It's up. It's good.
It's good.
It's good.
All right, my papers are soaked.
It's London 35, Hillsboro 14 with 26 seconds left to go in the third quarter. You know, we was just standing here talking, Darby, that's the way you got to answer a touchdown, is with a touchdown.
Right.
And, you know, we said that London was moving the ball good down the field when Mike fumbled that ball the last time. All we had to do was hold on to it.
You know, Zeke, I know this is going to sound pretty stupid, but I was helping Carl with the camera. Where did Mike, he ran that up the middle?
He ran that thing straight up the middle, Darby. It was beautiful.
All right, go ahead.
All right, we got Tobin kicking off here. He's still kicking deep. It's going into the end zone. Nice kick. Nice kick.
I want to get them cables off the ground there for
Goes out of the end zone. Touchback
short it
Hillsboro.
out or something.
I'll tell you what, you know, Darby, we do it all, buddy. We're out here through the thick and thin of this. You know, we're in typhoon weather tonight. You and I and Carl are getting soaked.
I'm telling you.
And guess where Gary's at? Laying in bed.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah. I think he planned it, Zeke.
Laying in bed in a
planned it,
hospital. Gary, come on, what is with you, baby?
I'm soaked, I'm cold, and I'm having a great time here, Zeke.
And I'm up here looking like Little Red Riding Hood. All right, we got Hillsboro with a wide out to that side and an I formation. They're just going to run that sprint out, and Dowler has to turn him back in. Nice tackle.
Here, number 34.
DJ Jackson.
Tackle made by number 34, DJ Jackson.
You know, Ty Dowler did what he was supposed to do, Darby.
That's right.
Indians.
He pushed that the blocker inside and forced the runner inside, and DJ come out of that tackle spot and filled the hole.
Right. You know, that's something that DJ gives to that offensive line. That's speed.
You know, that's why they.
We're going into 4.
Once DJ become eligible to play again, that's what Daubermeyer started using him for.
Right.
Utilizing that speed.
Right.
Go. Hey, Jim.
We're up. Okay.
Hillsboro's taking over the ball on their own 18-yard line. Fullback up the middle, and he picks up about 4 yards. It's going to bring up third down and about.
Ball carrier number 45, Russell Swackhammer. Tackle made by number 74, Brad Rutherford. Number 22, Donald Captain, tackle made by number 14, Sean Kahn. First down, 10, Hillsboro.
So we're going to see some passing. 35 to 14 in the fourth quarter. All year long we keep telling you, if London's got a lead, they're going to have to pass. Hillsboro can pass.
Right.
We got that sprint out. We got the wires. Mike Harris had to make the tackle after a gain of about 7.
Ball carrier number short. Tackle made by number 32, Mike Harris.
Maybe he's twisting an ankle. You know, he got around Drew there with that speed.
They're only running a few plays up the middle. We've got to start putting our defense out there.
Pass intended for number 22. Donald Captain's incomplete. Coverage on the play for number 50, Jason Noble. Third down, 2 Indians.
We're going to bring up third down. Yeah, we've got to get a little tighter coverage on this. We're still having a little technical difficulty here with the camera.
Yeah, it's fine. Is it still raining?
Brings up third down, 1.
It stopped raining? Yeah.
Hillsboro has the ball on the 44-yard line. They got a wide out. Back this way. Pull back up the middle.
He went down.
He's down. He might have picked up another.
Ball carrier number 45, Swackhammer. Tackled by number 50, Jason Noble.
He slipped down. Yeah, he got enough.
First down, 10 Indians.
They got the wind behind their back. They run the ball pretty well to the outside, and like you said, they're supposed to be a passing team. So they're going to run that. When they run that ball over the
Ball carrier number 34, Keith Ford.
the wire's not getting that baby turned in.
Tackle made by number 46, Pete Robinson. Number 50, Jason Noble.
Bring up second down and 7.
This came off low. You don't know how long.
That's all right. We lost audio for a while too, so we've had some technical difficulties here due to the weather. We got a cross back through the middle. London's going to have to play. Mike's got to get outside.
33, Brian Swartzound.
Mike Harris brings him down on about the 10-yard line. That was just a cross buck back through the middle.
First down, 10 Indians.
I tell you what, Hillsboro's coming out this second half, and they're making a game of it.
Right.
You know, London had a 28-point lead at halftime. Hillsboro put 2 quick scores on the board, and they're moving the ball again here with 9 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter.
You know, it looks like Hillsboro has made some adjustments there on that offensive line. They're starting to blow some holes open.
It's a sign of a good team when you can go in at halftime and adjust to things. And it's that pitch outside again. A touchdown, Hillsboro.
Touchdown Indians. Ball carrier number 34, Keith Ford.
Hey, that's going to make the score London 35, Hillsboro 20, with the extra point attempt coming up. You know, London's got their work cut out for them on offense. They've got to control some of that clock. Hillsboro has that ball right now with the wind to their back for the remaining 9 minutes and 26 seconds. The ball's down. It's up.
Kick for number 45.
It's good.
Swackhammer is up. It's good.
So
Zeke, right now, do you look for Hillsboro maybe to squib another kick? Or are they going to boot this one?
No, you're going to see an onside kick. You know, you got 9 minutes and 26 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. You got to try to get the ball back. You know, London can take that ball and run a controlled offense,
right?
And at least take it down the field, or London can put a quick score up. Yeah, you got to make every attempt to get that football. You got Harris and DJ Jackson back deep to receive this kick for London. 9 minutes and 26 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. London 35, Hillsboro 21. Hillsboro's put 21 points on that board the second half. He's going deep with it. Mike's going to have a chance to return this. He's taking it straight up the middle. Mike's just trying to keep on his feet.
Number 32, Mike Harris.
They got a fumble call, I guess. We'll have to see who comes up. I think Mike's pride's hurt more than anything else. Hillsboro got the football.
Hillsboro's got the football.
Hillsboro,
You know, London right now is they're kind of strong out. I don't understand this. I mean, we're up. You got them up by 14 points. London right now is let them back into the football game.
I'll tell you what, they're not playing with that same intensity that they played with in the first half.
Hillsboro didn't get here, didn't go 10-0 by not playing 4 quarters.
Okay, London's just got to buckle down and at least make Hillsboro run some time off the clock.
Right.
They can't let them have a quick score here. You know, this has been a totally different second half. They're running that sprint out to that side.
Okay, number 34 forward.
Good defense.
Drew Dwyer got out that time and turned that play back in. Noble made a nice tackle there.
On the side of the field, we've got a set of keys that were turned in, found underneath your grandstands. If you have an interest in driving home tonight, you might check and see if your keys are missing.
Going to bring up second down and about 8. We got to keep the clock running, Darby, and we got to make them work hard for everything they get.
That's right.
We've had it a little too easy here. We got a wide out here to the right, and we got a slot formation over to the other side. We got motion coming this way, and we got a penalty. We got a fumble. We got a fumble. We got Jackson with the football. They went red. Don't look back. Don't look back. Don't look back, Jackson. Touchdown, London. Touchdown, London. Touchdown, London.
DJ Jackson, and he's got some wheels.
You know, that was the same. That was the same exact play in the first half that the Hillsboro quarterback did. He throwed the ball down on the ground. The penalty's on Hillsboro. Touchdown, London!
Touchdown!
Now, that was the same exact play the Hillsboro quarterback did in the first half.
Right.
He throwed the ball down on the ground. First half, it was an incomplete pass. This half, it was a fumble recovery. And Jackson took that ball 56 yards for a touchdown.
DJ Jackson just showed you he got some wheels there, Zeke. He took off. There wasn't nobody going to stop him.
You know, actually, Darby,
And Tobin.
Clark Tobin with the extra point. Actually, Darby, he turned around, was looking to see if anybody was trying to catch him.
That's what they needed.
You got to excuse me if I'm getting a little bit carried away over here. We got Hillsboro cameraman over here to our left and their statistician, and they've been riding us pretty hard the second half.
Right.
Since Hillsboro scored a couple of touchdowns the second half, they've been riding us pretty hard up here, and now we got a little chance to celebrate, so we're kind of giving it back to them.
For the Indians, number 22, Donald Captain, number 34, Keith Ford.
8 minutes, 8 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. London 42, Hillsboro 21. We got the toe kicking into the wind. Dobb will probably have him try to do that line driver.
That's right.
Oh yeah, we ought to be able to get on this baby. Pop him! Oh yeah, nice tackle.
Tickets taken for number 35, Thomas Turner. Tackle made for number 3, Josh Burns.
First
down 10.
That big old boy over there on Hillsboro was doing a pop fly on that, and Josh Burns just drilled him. Okay, you know, that gives the ball back to Hillsboro with 8 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. The clock's moving.
That's right.
Hillsboro's going to have to start passing, Darby.
That's right. I wouldn't be surprised to see London go back into their front line and their prevent defense.
What? Now, if you look at on that field now, they've got Jackson playing defensive back now at wide out on that side, and then they got 3 deep men here. So London's got it in a prevent defense. Yeah, they're ready for it. He's just throwing the bomb. Shot! Interception! He's got to run, but he's got a wall there. He just takes it out of bounds.
You know, I was saying earlier, Zeke, they've been hanging that ball up, and the receiver's been running under it. Sean Kahn just went over and grabbed it.
Well, you know, he's throwing into the wind, Darby, and he got that ball floating up there. And he had a guy wide open, but Sean Conn was playing center field, rolled over there, snatched it, and ran that ball back a good 30, 35 yards. London's going to take over the ball on Hillsboro's 34-yard line with 7 minutes and 25 seconds left to go. And I'll tell you what, London's got an opportunity to put more points on the board against the Division III #1 team in Ohio than they have all year.
Right.
Mike Harris! Mike Harris! There goes Mike Harris! Touchdown, Mike Harris! Touchdown, Mike Harris!
Mike Harris, like I said, over and over and over, you might slow him down, but you're not gonna stop Mike Harris. He's gonna get it sooner or later.
You know, the last time I figured up Mike's total yardage for each game, he was averaging about 234 yards a game. And I'll tell you right now, he's got over 200 tonight. I can't tell you how much over 200, but he's got well over 200 tonight. And if you can tell, Big Zeke's losing his voice right now because he's so excited here. You got Tobin down with the ball. It's up.
Oh, that wind.
It's good.
That wind took that one way, way right.
You know, that makes the score London 49, Hillsboro 21 with 7 minutes and 16 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. I mean, Mike has fumbled the ball a couple of times, or crucial times this game, but he's also come through with some pretty fine runs this second half. Squib kick.
Taking out from the 47, Clark Tobin.
You know, if you're marking down yardage on kickoff, that was about a 13-yarder there. I tell you what, but that's great. That's great. London's taken a couple of real nice quick scores here in the last 2 minutes.
Hillsboro's real enemy right now for Hillsboro is that there's only 7 minutes and 9 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, and you know they're going to have to come out passing.
That's right.
And you know, the last time they passed the ball, Mr. Kahn said don't come in the neighborhood.
That's right.
And he took it away from them.
Indians on the 48-yard line.
They got a motion man coming to their left there, and he's rolling this way. Fullback up the middle.
Ball carrier number 34, Ford.
You know, one thing I've noticed about Hillsboro, Darby, is their backs hold on to that ball really well.
Yeah, they do.
He's taken some good pops all night long. Hillsboro's taken some good pops to London, and they've held on to that ball real well.
Right.
You know, one thing about Hillsboro, they're a predominantly young team. They only have 7 seniors on this team. That's going to put them in fine shape for next year.
Right. London right now, they're still in that forefront line, that prevent defense.
Right. Yep. You know, but you know they ran that ball the last time, Darby. You are not. There you
tackle.
Go. You had Myers. No, excuse me, Jason Noble on that tackle.
Made by number 54.
You got 6 minutes left to go, Darby. You got to pass the football.
That's right.
This is the state playoffs. If you do not win this ball game, there's no tomorrow.
That's right.
You've got to pass the football. When you're down by 4 touchdowns, you have got to throw the football.
You know, and I like I said before, their passes were hanging there. They weren't really good throwing passes, and I think they're scared now.
Well, you know, London has just got that lead on them now, where all they're really going to be doing is running the clock out. He's sprinting to that side. Oh, I tell you what, he made a nice move. He jumped over one of London's players. I don't think he got out of bounds.
25, Dorn, at about the
clock stopped there, Zeke, so he must stop.
Well, when they move the chains, they stop the clock. They'll start it again as soon as they get it marked. Yeah, he's starting the clock now. Hillsboro has the ball on the 11-yard, London's 11-yard line, and they can pick up a first down.
Right.
You know, Hillsboro's doing a real good job of blocking on their sprint outs.
Right.
We got Brad Ruthford playing tackle there. Chain hits that crossbuck. That didn't fake London that time. That didn't fake London that time.
We had the ball down on the turf there, didn't we?
I don't think it was, because only one of Hillsboro's players is down there, and that's the halfback.
Swiss Helm, tackle made by number 34, DJ Jackson.
We're under 5 minutes now.
I'll tell you what, Jackson is getting his name called quite a bit on defense tonight. He's really putting on a pretty good performance tonight on defense. 4 minutes and 44 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Hillsboro's putting out a wide guy to both sides. They got motion to the right. He's rolling to the right. He's throwing back. He threw back to the tight end, and it was just a bad pass. He was wide open.
Pass to number 35, Turner, is incomplete.
Well, I'll tell you what, London fans must think this game's over because some of them's leaving, and Hillsboro stands empty and awful quick.
8.
Well, with 4 minutes and 34 seconds left in the game there, Zeke, and it's 49-21, I would have to say this is pretty much over.
You're right, Darby. This game's all over but the shouting.
And if Gary was here, he'd sing for us.
Yeah, Gary, I just want to tell you one thing. You're missing a good ball game.
That's right, buddy.
They got motion out here. It looked like the Canadian Football League that time.
Intercepted!
Sean Kahn! Interception! Sean Kahn in the end zone. You know the thing of it is, Hillsboro come out and the third quarter belonged to them. The fourth quarter has belonged to London. You know, Darby, we got 4 minutes and 25 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. London could put another score up there.
And DJ's back at halfback.
You got DJ Jackson in there at tailback. He's taking it up the middle. They got motion on London. They got motion on London. You know, I don't know if Mike is hurt or if he just thinks Jackson can hold on to that ball a little bit better.
Procedure called against Raiders.
You know, it could be a lot of things. It could also be this. I mean, there's 4 minutes and 21 seconds left in this game. Last year, Donmeyer didn't give DJ a lot of time to run the ball. When Lester got hurt, he wasn't as fresh.
Yeah. It's experience, you know, and DJ's played a lot tonight on defense and has been in there at halfback a little bit. They're just going to run him. They're just going to run him. He took it off the right side for a gain of about a yard. You know, all we got to do now is keep the clock moving, run the time off the clock, and this ball game's history.
Right.
Ball carries number 34, DJ Jackson. Tackle maybe number 54.
You know, we're up here and we wish we could tell you who they're going to be playing next and where we're at, but you guys will find that out before we know about it tomorrow morning. You got Jackson back at tailback, Teal still at fullback, Kahn under center, and he's just giving it Jackson off the right side, and there goes Jackson! There goes Jackson! Outside Jackson! Yes, sir.
Oh, we got a penalty.
You know, I don't understand this. There was an official right beside that block, and he didn't call it. The guy way downfield, 30 yards downfield, throwed the flag. You know,
London's had a lot of these penalties all year, and that's these penalties that they're throwing. I mean, they're throwing blocks that really don't need to be even thrown.
Darby, and I don't mean to be coaching, and I don't want to upset anybody, but the coaching staff needs to tell these guys, and I'm sure they already have. This coaching staff is very intelligent. I'm sure they have already told these kids that when somebody's got a touchdown broke downfield, don't block.
That's right.
You know, when Dwyer broke that long pass in the first half, I watched, and the London guy stood there and watched him run.
Right.
There's no sense throwing a block that's going to destroy a great run like that. Going to bring up second down and about 4 with the penalty mark off, and he's just giving it to Teal up the middle.
Ball carrier number 21.
Only thing we're doing right now, Darby, is padding our rushing statistics.
Number 15, Kevin Byers.
And killing the clock.
Also went on the tackle number 35, Thomas Turner.
You know, the thing of it is, Hillsboro knows it's over because they've got timeouts left, and they're not even calling them.
Right.
We're sitting here, and Hillsboro's number 1 in the state. London's number 2 in the state, according to the state polls. And I think with the scoreboard, London 49, Hillsboro 21, I think it's showing you a little bit of something.
Right.
We got a sprint out with Jackson. He's cutting back in.
Jackson.
And they strung that out pretty good, and the linebacker and the tackle strung that out pretty good, and the other tackle pulled in and made the stop. You got to say one thing, with the way the weather's been and everything, the Hillsboro fans have been pretty loyal. They're staying over there till the game's over with.
Hillsboro coming into this game, they're 10-0. You know, that's nothing to be ashamed of, 10-0 season.
Yep. Yeah, we still got Jackson at tailback, Alexander wide one side, and they just running Jackson up the middle.
Ball carrier number 34, Jackson.
You know, we started
tackle made with number 56.
With the ball with 4 minutes and 24 seconds left to go in the quarter. There's a minute 50 in the quarter now, and I don't think we've got but one first down in 3 minutes.
Well, Zeke, we had that big run. He got called back.
Going to bring up 3rd down and 5. I know we're not going to see a run here. I just look for Jackson or Teal to take that ball up the middle.
Right. I would guess Brad Teal.
You got North out wide that way and Alexander wide this way. Yeah, DJ Jackson up the middle.
Ball carrier number 34, Jackson.
It's going to bring up 4th down and 1. I look for the punt team. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if they wouldn't take a delay game penalty here and then punt.
45, Swackhammer.
I don't know why, you know, this game's over. I would just punt the football.
4th down to London.
Well, they're not putting the punt team in, but like I said, they'll probably just let the clock run and take a delay of game penalty and then kick. Well, they're coming up to the line of scrimmage with their 2 wide out formation. And Kahn's getting under center there. Yeah, it's a delay of game. Just what I thought.
Flags on the field.
Coach Dobbenmeyer just ran the clock as far as possible. We're going to get a delay of game. Now we'll probably see London go back in that punt formation.
London's calling timeout there, Zeke.
Yeah, they're going to get. They have to call timeout before they get another delay of game.
Timeout, London.
And he'll set up his punt team this time. Darby, I don't know. Are we still up there?
Yeah, we're up.
You know, it's been a real nice ball game. London had some mental letdown in that 3rd quarter. They had a mental letdown. They had a 28-point lead at halftime. They let Hillsboro come out and scored 2 quick touchdowns, but then they picked it back up. A couple of nice defensive plays and a couple of big runs by Mike Harris, and London showed them, hey, you know, you can pick on us, but we're not going to give it to you.
You know, I think London kind of came out, heads kind of swollen. I mean, they took the #1 team and they just kind of blew them off the field the first half, and I think it just took them a whole quarter to say, hey, this team's not going to just lay down, and they just finished them off.
Okay, they still don't have the punt team in there, Darby. So it looks like they're going to try something here. They got a double wide out here to the left, and they're putting Teal in a slot over here to the left. I just look myself for Jackson to take off with that football.
This wind is really ripping down.
I'll tell you what, that wind. Oh, we got Kahn rolling. Little option play for no gain. In fact, he lost 5 yards.
Tackle made by number 35, Turner.
It's been a weather day all day today. It's been different. This afternoon, it was 65, 70 degrees. It's probably still 45, 50 degrees right now, but you got a wind of 40 mile an hour, and which probably brings the chill factor down to around 15. And it's just been a different day as far as the weather goes. You know, hopefully.
Downpour, lightning, you name it, we've had it.
Yeah, we've had a lot of lightning tonight, and Hillsboro just going to let the clock run out. They're not even going to stop it. London now they're going to time out. Hillsboro called a timeout with 6 seconds left to go. You know, there was 34 seconds left when Hillsboro took that ball over.
I didn't understand that.
They let the clock start, and now it's down to 6 seconds. They've got time for one more play. You know, London came out tonight and had a real tough assignment, and they came out in that first quarter, and they controlled the ball for 8 minutes in that first quarter and kind of set the tone for the game then. You know, they let Hillsboro know early, you know, that they could dominate the middle of that line of scrimmage, and then on the second series of downs, they come out and showed them they could dominate in the air.
You know, and the state polls, I mean, if you're high ranked early in the season, beginning of the season, and you don't lose a game, you're not going to lose that first ranking.
Well, we got a double reverse, halfback pass. He's just throwing it deep.
Pass from number 33, Swiss House.
That's the ball game. That's the ball game.
Flag down, end of the game, final score.
London 49, Hillsboro 21.
21.
Guys, this is a real fine victory for London. I'll tell you what, the only thing I got to say is, Gary, you missed a heck of a ball game. And London, just go all the way to the state.
That's right.
Good luck next week, our Red Raiders.